Goa, in the early 90s, was not the place you wanted to be wandering at night. The streets would empty out, shops shut down, the roads, long, dark, and quiet, stretched forever, and once the last bus had left, you were alone, completely alone. That night, I had just finished work in Porvorim. It was past midnight. I was tired, but the cool air kept me awake as I rode my motorbike. The road was damp, smelled of wet earth. My headlight cut a small path through the shadows. And then, I saw her, a girl, standing at a bus stop. She was young, beautiful, but fragile somehow. The tube light above her flickered, and for a second, it almost looked like she wasn't there at all. I slowed down. My first thought was to just ride on. Who waits for a bus at that hour? But something pulled me in. Curiosity, maybe even temptation. I stopped, leaned a little closer, and asked, "Are you okay?" She looked up. Her eyes were dark. Her voice was soft, almost trembling. "I missed the last bus. I don't know how to get home." I asked her where she was going. "Margao." I smiled. That was on my way. "Hop on," I told her. She climbed on behind me. Her hands rested lightly on my shoulders. Cold. So cold. And yet, I didn't think too much about it then. The road stretched out, silent. The only sound was my engine and the wind rushing past us. We passed fields, shrines with little oil lamps still burning, frogs croaking in the distance. The moonlight painted everything silver. And then, just before GMC, she tapped my shoulder. "Stop here," she said. She pointed at a massive banyan tree by the roadside. Its branches stretched wide, its roots twisting into the ground like old snakes. "Here?" I asked. "I need to relieve myself. Just stop for a moment." So I pulled over. I sat there waiting on the bike. My fingers tapped against the handlebar. The air felt heavier now. Minutes passed, then more. Too many. Finally, I called out, "Hello? You okay?" Nothing. I climbed off. Gravel crunched under my feet. I stepped toward the tree. The smell of damp leaves filled the air. And there, standing in the moonlight, was the girl. I felt a strange unease. Still, I asked softly, "You okay?" She said nothing. I stepped forward. She stepped back. Another step, and she moved further, always the same distance, never closer. My skin prickled. My chest tightened. Something inside whispered, "Leave, leave now." I turned, muttering, "I'm going back to my bike." My steps quickened. The lamppost came into view and I let out a breath of relief. But then, I froze. She was already there, standing right beside my bike, her pale face, that faint smile. "I've been waiting for you," she whispered. My hands shook as I grabbed the handlebar. My heart pounded so loud I could barely hear myself. I didn't answer. Didn't dare. I kicked the starter, the engine roared, and I sped off, fast, so fast into the night. The wind cut into me. My eyes watered. Every part of me screamed, "Don't look back, don't." But at Bambalim Cross, I did, and the seat behind me was empty. I felt my stomach drop. My chest tightened. I didn't look back again. I rode like a madman until I reached home. I ran inside, pale, trembling. I begged my mother to sprinkle holy water on me before I entered. That night, I barely slept. And by morning, I couldn't shake it. I went to GMC, told the staff what I had seen. They exchanged uneasy looks. And then one of them told me, "Go to the mortuary." I did. And there, among the records, the faded photographs. My heart stopped. Her face, the same girl. They told me she had died years ago, an accident on the GMC road, on her way home. Her body was never claimed. And sometimes, and when the night is dark and the last bus is gone, she waits. She waits.